I've had this on my list for nearly 2 years to talk about, and it is definitely time. We're gonna talk about why Hillbilly Elegy is trash. Hillbilly Elegy was written by J.D. Vance, who is the VP for the Republican ticket. Hillbilly Elegy was published by HarperCollins in June of 2016. Where were we in June? Well, by that time, Donald Trump had clinched the Republican ticket, and we still lived in a world where we're like, oh my God, they're so screwed. Can you believe it? This book was especially popular during this time when a lot of people, especially liberals, were like, I don't understand why poor working class white people are suddenly turning out in droves for Donald Trump. J.D. Vance was like, I'm gonna tell you why. It's because you guys have not been consistent with social safety nets or supporting unions. JK is a book about meritocracy where the author totally ignores the privileges that he did have as a straight white man growing up in kind of Appalachia. According to many reviews at the time, J.D. Vance only spent his summers with his grandparents in Appalachia, not to mention that having stable grandparents definitely helped him in his life. Getting a scholarship to Yale. You know, it sounds about white. This book is so breathtakingly simple and stupid. If a white man like J.D. Vance can get out of poverty in Appalachia, maybe sort of, then you can too. And you're gonna do it on your own because again, he does not recognize the way in which that he did have some things that other people do not have. He did have advantages. As I've said before, you can be Kleenex colored and you can experience poverty, sexism, all those things, but you're not gonna experience basism. And yes, I have to say basism because sometimes otherwise the video doesn't go through. This book completely ignores the cultural diversity of the area. And it just confirms negative stereotypes. And maybe worst of all, it was made into a movie and Glenn Close and Amy Adams deserved better. Here's the thing, this kind of book does not become a bestseller multiple times over without a lot of marketing and push from the publisher. Gina Cadlick, who is the author of Heretic, talks about this on her TikTok and gives more insight into how that process works. Now, her book, Heretic, actually shows what it's like to be ex-evangelical growing up in the Midwest. And it's infused with actual history, politics, etc., to give someone a broader understanding of this issue and not just from her viewpoint. Her viewpoint is a vehicle to move through these topics. This is monkey excrement thrown out a window. Am I surprised that because of the success of Hillbilly Elegy, and maybe this was the intention the whole time, that J.D. Vance is now a politician that goes on TV and drag and yells about gay people? No, I'm not. If you see a frightening young conservative writing a book who then goes to one of the Ivies for law school, oh boy howdy. Oh, we're in for it in a couple of years. J.D. Vance would not be where he is today if it wasn't for Hillbilly Elegy. On the one hand, it's capitalism. On the other hand, that sucks. And I think we shoulder some responsibility for this, me included. Why did we think that this was the only way we could learn about the Appalachian experience? Why did we think we were going to get anything close to truthful? Why did we read this and not listen to marginalized people who had been telling us about this problem, about how basism did not go away with the election of President Barack Obama and that there would be backlash? I think we need to do a better job paying attention to who we platform, what voices are missing, and seek out those voices. I was right about you.